Where the hell did you go? How dare you leave without my permission? You really need to know your place.
Hello, Kyle. I'm sorry, but do you need me for something?
Yeah, I do. I have a bunch of work that I was going to ask you to do. Why are you not around when I actually need you? Where are you right now?
I came home after I finished my meeting with Mr. Price. What kind of job were you planning on asking me to do?
Why would a contract worker like you be having a meeting with him? He's the manager of this company. You must be lying to me.
I'm sorry, but what are you talking about? There seems to be a misunderstanding.
Why is a part-time contractor like you acting so arrogantly towards me? Do you realize that I'm much more important than you? A part-time worker like you should be listening to my orders. I can't believe that you just left without doing the work that I was going to ask you to do.
I'm sorry, but I still have no idea what you're talking about.
You were also flirting with Anna, weren't you? I can't believe it. She's mine, so you better leave her alone.
Anna? I have no idea who you're talking about.
Stop acting like you don't know her. I know that you like her too. She's mine, and I'm not going to forgive you if you try to go near her.
I think you must have the wrong person. I still have no idea what you're talking about.
You're really starting to annoy me now. Her full name is Anna Bond. Does that ring a bell now? She's the hottest person that works at this company. She's also going to be my girlfriend in the near future.
So you were talking about Miss Bond. She did come to talk to me about something work-related today. I only see her as a co-worker, so would you stop accusing me based on your assumptions?
You better not talk to her outside of work. She's all mine. I will not forgive anyone that tries to take her from me.
I see. I had no idea that you two were dating. Please don't worry about me trying to take her from you. Such a thing will never happen. I better get going soon as I'm busy. Goodbye.
What, are you serious? You're kidding, right?
I'm sorry?
You can't just leave yet. All the work that I was planning to force you to do is still unfinished. Hurry up and come back to the office now.
You were planning to force me to do your work for you? Would you mind explaining why you were planning to do such a thing?
It was all the work that I was meant to do but couldn't get finished in time. I decided it would be easier for me if I made you do all of it.
Wait, what did you just say? Why should I be doing the work that was assigned to you?
Are you seriously talking back to me? You're just a contract worker. You're meant to listen and help us full-time workers out. I don't want to do any of this, so I'm forcing you to do it instead. Simple as that. You guys are pretty much my slaves.
It seems like there's some serious problems with your attitude. I have no idea why you're looking down on me so much. If the job was assigned to you, you should be the one completing it. Please don't force your jobs and responsibility onto other workers.
I can't believe you're telling me what to do. You're just a part-time contract worker. How dare you talk back to a full-time worker like me? I'm ordering you to do this. Stop talking back and do as I say. I expect all of the work to be done by tomorrow.
There seems to be a huge misunderstanding between us. I think I've heard enough from you.
What are you talking about?
I work for a different company to you. Our companies recently became business partners. I'm not a part-time contractor that works for your company.
Stop making up excuses. You're still my slave. You're meant to listen to my orders and do as I say.
Do I really have to tell you the same thing again? I work for a different company from you.
I can't be bothered to talk to you anymore. I don't care what you say, as long as you get all the work done that I gave you. I left everything that I want completed on your desk.
You really don't listen at all, do you? I have no intention of going back to your workplace today. Are you listening to anything that I'm telling you?
Thank you so much for today.
Thank you as well. I had a great time.
We're really grateful that you came to work for us for an entire week. You really helped us out.
It was really nothing. Thanks for taking me to the restaurant today. That food was really great.
It was no problem at all. I hope that our companies will get along well in the future. We are very excited to have you guys as our new business partner. Our CEO is very excited about the future of the two companies.
This is all thanks to you, Mr. Price. We would have never got in touch without your connections. I'm really glad that I got to talk to you and find out more about your company this week. I hope that none of our employees caused you any trouble. We do have a couple of individuals that are a little troublesome. I hope that they didn't offend you in any way. Don't worry, it was a pleasure working with everyone at your company. Although there was this one thing that was a little worrying. I sent you the screenshots of the conversation that I had with him. Please consider keeping an eye on him. Thank you so much for letting me know about him. We'll make sure to keep a close eye on him and take some actions if necessary. It can be a little difficult to notice what's occurring between coworkers sometimes. I'm a little worried, so I will talk to him directly if needed. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I'll see you in 3 days' time then.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Good morning, Kyle. What's the matter this time? Did something happen?
Stop acting like you don't know. I'm not going to forgive you for doing this to me. How come none of the work that I assigned to you is completed? Do you not have any sense of responsibility? What am I meant to do with all of this?
Why would I feel any responsibility? None of it was my work in the first place. The work was assigned to you, so there is no need for me to do any of it. I thought that I told you yesterday that I had no intention of returning.
Why should I care about that? I expect all the work that I assigned to be completed in time. How dare you disrespect me when you're just a part-time contract worker? Why don't I see you working right now? Are you really taking a day off? Hurry up and come to the office so that you can get some work done. I have so much work that I need to force onto you.
You really need to learn to listen. I have no reason to go to your workplace today. Why didn't you just do the work instead of wasting time talking to me?
I'm not going to forgive you for this. I'm going to make you pay for this. You better be prepared.
Prepared for what? Do you not realize my position?
I don't care who you think you are. I'm going to take revenge the next time you come to work here. Also, why are you taking a day off work today? Nobody gave you permission to do that.
I'm not taking the day off work, actually. You would get what I'm saying if you actually listened to what I told you. Anyway, I would suggest that you get your work done instead of forcing it onto other people. I've got to get going now. Goodbye.
How does that feel? You totally got what you deserved. Maybe I should start kickboxing. I am actually pretty proud of that kick. I wish someone was recording it so that I could see it. It seemed like you were in quite some pain.
What is wrong with you? Why did you do that to me?
Why were you just sitting around doing nothing at the reception? You should have been inside working. It really pissed me off, and that's why I kicked you. I also can't forgive you for trying to flirt with Anna.
So the reason why you kicked me in my back was because you were annoyed at me?
I should have hit you a couple more times. You really need to know your place. How dare you sit at the reception and not do any work? You're a part-time contract worker. You should have been hard at work inside the office.
How many times do I have to tell you?
I wasn't able to get any of my work finished because of you. You were meant to do all of it, but you took an entire day off of work. My manager was furious at me for not getting the work done. It's all your fault. You weren't getting any work done today either. Just how lazy are you? You completely deserved getting kicked by me. Someone like you shouldn't be sitting around doing nothing. The only reason we employed you was so that we can order you around. If you don't want me to kick you again, get back to your desk and start working.
This is the last time I'm going to tell you this. I work for a separate company to you. Our companies recently became business partners, and I am the one that came to sign the contract worth $3 million.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I told you that there was a huge misunderstanding, but you didn't listen. I am not a part-time contract worker for your company. I came to work here for a week to inspect the company and to finalize the deal.
What are you talking about? What business partners? Aren't you another one of the contract workers that we employ from time to time?
Not at all. I was ordered to come here to finalize a deal between our two companies.
What deal? Stop joking around with me.
I can't believe that you had the audacity to kick me onto the floor. Have you finally realized what you've done? What you did was not an acceptable thing to do in any situation.
Would you please wait and let me process this? I still don't get what's happening. This is all just a prank, right?
Why would I be pulling a prank on you? It just doesn't make any sense.
So everything that you just told me is all true then?
Yes, it's all true. I can prove it to you if you really need. I work for Kim Enterprise, and I'm definitely not a contract worker for your company. I think that even you would have heard of our company before. Maybe you will finally start to realize how much trouble you are in.
Kim Enterprise? Are you serious? That company is one of the upcoming companies. They're projected to become huge by the end of this year. Our company went through so much effort to become business partners with them. You work for them?
Yes, I do. I told you many times already. I'm glad that you've heard of our company before. I was worried that I would have to explain that as well.
I can't believe that someone like you works for such an amazing company. You're not lying, are you?
I'm definitely telling the truth. You seem to have changed your attitude as soon as you realized who I work for. However, what you did to me was not acceptable. Even if I was a contract worker, it still wouldn't be okay to kick me like you did.
I'm sorry for what I did to you. Why are you here today if you don't work here?
I came here today to finalize the deal between our two companies. I didn't really expect to be kicked in the back like I was. I seem to have landed badly, and I'm struggling to walk right now. I'm gonna have to head to the hospital to get my injury checked out. Unfortunately, the deal between our companies is gonna have to be put on hold or canceled completely.
Wait, what? You can't cancel the deal. That company is so important for our company.
I think that we're gonna have to think about being business partners with your company. What kind of company allows for violence between coworkers? I'm gonna have to report this to my company, and we'll decide if we really want to go through with this deal.
You're not serious, are you? Are you telling me that this deal might not go through because of me?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. This deal would have been completed already if it weren't for you. I wouldn't be on my way to the hospital if you didn't kick me onto the floor.
I'm really sorry for kicking you in the back today. I really had no idea that you worked for Kim Enterprise. I never would have done that if I had known about it. Would you please forgive me and pretend that this never happened? I'm apologizing after all. Or would you at least be able to keep this a secret from my manager? He's gonna be so mad at me if he finds out that I did this to you.
I'm sorry, but I have no intention of keeping any of this a secret. I will take all the action that is necessary to deal with what you did to me.
What do you mean by that? I'm not in that much trouble, am I? Tell me, what are you planning to do?
I already explained what happened to Mr. Price. He's your manager, right? I'm sure that he will have a talk with you about this later. The receptionist also saw what you did to me. I'm sure that there's no way for you to lie your way out.
You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe you told my manager about this. I'm gonna be in so much trouble now, and it's all your fault. Why did you do such a thing? I can't believe it.
I want to ask you the same thing. Why did you kick me for no reason? I really couldn't believe it. All I did was tell your manager the truth. I didn't lie or exaggerate any of it. I plan on asking you to pay for all the medical bills, and I'm also considering going to the police to file a report.
What are you talking about? Why would you go to the police over this? Stop acting like such a baby. You're really over-exaggerating things now.
What you did to me was assault. I was kicked for no real reason, and now I'm injured and in hospital. I think that I have every right to go to the police and file a criminal report. More importantly, the deal between our companies is most likely going to fall through. I'm sure that you're going to have to take the responsibility for that. Your company is really not going to be happy to find out that the deal got canceled.
Please don't tell my company that I did this. I can't afford to lose my job right now. I'm begging you to forgive me. Please just keep this a secret. I really don't understand why you're making such a huge deal out of this.
You really need to take responsibility for your actions. You should think carefully about the consequences before doing anything stupid like you did. I hope that you learned something from this. You also need to back off from Miss Bond.
Why would I do that? She's my girlfriend. Are you trying to take her from me? I thought that you had no interest in her romantically. There's no way that I'm gonna let you have her. But I don't care if you work for Kim Enterprise.
Just listen to what I have to say. She reported you to her manager. She accused you of stalking her.
Wait, what?
I was a little worried for her after the conversation that we had the other day. I let Mr. Price know about our conversation just in case. He talked to her in private to make sure that she was okay, and that's when she confessed her situation. She was really stressed out about the way that you were treating her, but she didn't have the courage to speak up. She definitely is not your girlfriend. Please stop stalking and harassing her. Just leave her alone.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I thought she really liked me. We were getting along so well.
She didn't think that at all. She was really disgusted that you went around saying that you guys were dating. She said that you kept on sending her texts even after she told you not to. You also followed her home without her permission. Everything you did is what a stalker does. She's on the brink of depression thanks to you. She's scared to leave her home and can't sleep at night.
I had no idea that she felt that way about me.
I advised her to go and talk to the police.
Why did you tell her to go talk to the police? She's my girlfriend. We will sort out these problems ourselves. We don't need you or the police intervening.
She already has a fiancé. She definitely does not think of you as her boyfriend. She also told me that she has never talked to you directly.
Well, that might be true, but we text each other all the time. Doesn't that mean we're pretty much dating?
Not at all. You really need to change the way you think and treat other people. What you did to me and to Miss Bond is not acceptable. I hope that you learn from these mistakes and treat other people with more respect in the future.
I'll apologize to you for kicking you in the back. Now that I think about it, I think I took things a little too far. Would you please forgive me and make sure that the deal between our companies goes through? I'll come and pick you up from the hospital right now so that you can get the deal completed.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to forgive you for what you've done. As I told you earlier, I will report everything that happened to my company. You really need to think about your actions and make sure that similar things don't happen in the future.
How come you're not going to forgive me? I can't believe it. You're such a huge piece of trash.
You can't be serious. One thing that I can say for sure is that I'm a much better human being than you. I'm sure that there are going to be many consequences for what you've done. I hope that you regret what you did and learn to become a better person. Kyle was fired immediately after his company found out what had happened. He was furious about getting fired and tried to steal some vital documents from his company. However, he was arrested by the police before he could do anything bad with the documents. He was arrested for assault and for stalking and harassing his co-worker. It is very likely that he's going to have to spend some time in prison. Either way, it'll be a good lesson for him and an opportunity for him to become a better person. Although the chances of him becoming a good person is very slim, he needs to learn to respect other people and treat them like another human being. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.